Tina-target ba si Vice President Sara Duterte ng mga mainstream media? Sunod-sunod kasi yung napapansin ko na paglabas ng statement at koreksyon at paglilinaw ng Office of the Vice President tungkol dito sa mga balita na inilalabas sa mainstream media. And then recently, itong si Karen Davila, sinabi ng Office of the Vice President na tahasan, lantaran, harap-harapang nagsisinungaling. Pero tignan muna natin, bago natin puntahan si Karen Davila, puntahan muna natin itong ito. Ito ay June 26, 2025. Naglabas si Vice President Sara Duterte o yung opisina niya ng statement dahil daw dito sa disinformation na ipinakalat ng The Manila Times. Mainstream, grabe. Sara, why would drug war victims family object? So parang ang pinapalabas nila, itong si Sara Duterte ay kino-question niya kung bakit itong mga biktima daw ng mga di umanong war on drugs ni dating Pangulong Duterte ay mag-o-object pa doon siguro I think dito sa interim release ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. So basahin natin itong statement ng Office of the Vice President. Statement of the misleading headline by the Manila Times. Nakakahiya. The Office of the Vice President, OVP, calls the attention of the editorial and reportorial teams of the Manila Times regarding its misleading banner story published on 26 June 2025 titled, Sara, why would drug war victims' families object? The article falsely claimed that Vice President Sara Duterte cannot understand why the families of the victims of the drug war opposed the petition of her father for interim release from the International Criminal Court, saying that his condition is now worsening. The headline and lead paragraph of this story are false, malicious, and inaccurate. Di ba kayo nahihiya? Mainstream media? The headline, during a press briefing in San Fernando City, Pampanga, on 25 June 2025, Vice President Duterte responded to a media of interim release petitions submitted of the query concerning the opposition filed by ICC prosecutors to the interim release petition submitted by legal counsel of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. The Vice President was specifically addressing the basis cited by prosecutors' statement from the family members of the accused, including herself, suggesting that the former president had been kidnapped by the tribunal. The Vice President direct quote is as follows. Tingnan natin kung bakit ganun yung naging basis nitong The Manila Times. Sorry but I do not understand why the prosecution would oppose the petition for interim release of an accused based on the statements of family members. This clearly refers to the position of the ICC prosecution, not the families of the complainants, as the Manila Times erroneously reported. Nakakahiya. We urge the management of the Manila Times to immediately issue a correction and publish an erratum, especially given that the article was featured as the banner of the story, its 26 June 2025 print issue. The OBP also remind our colleagues in the media to uphold the highest standard of accuracy, fairness, and integrity in their reporting. Misleading narratives only serve to distort the public's understanding to key issues and to do a disservice to journalistic responsibility. Gagi, pati mainstream media, low comprehension na din. Grabe. Doon lang sa PCO may low comprehension, wag dito. Now, punta natin, ito ay June 26. Meron pa. Eto, lantaran guys, sinabi ng OVP na this is fake news. Fake news. VP Sara opposes sales wants Rodi's house to be a museum. Ano bang katotohanan dito? Bakit sinasabi ni Inday Sara na fake news 'to? Statement on a fabricated story by the Manila Standards, another mainstream media. Fabricated daw, gawa-gawa daw na istorya 'to. The Office of the Vice President strongly refutes the Manila Standards front page story published on 01 July, sunod-sunod na, titled, VP Sara opposed sale wants Rodi's house to be a museum. The article falsely claims that Vice President Sara Z. Duterte is opposed to the sale of the former President Rodrigo Duterte's home in Davao City. Ito yung nakita natin na meron kasing nakapost doon na house and lot for sale, di ba? Allegedly saying that she wants to preserve the house and convert it into a museum for fans and supporters to visit and see where her father used to eat, sleep, and spend most of his free time. It further fabricates a quote, supposedly from the vice president, stating that the house will serve as fans' reminders of souvenirs of my father's favorite areas at home. Grabe. Kumukote kayo ng hindi naman nanggagaling sa bunganga ng tao. Galing na. In further fabricate, both the headlines and the lead paragraph of the articles are completely false and fabricated. Walang katotohanan at gawa-gawa. These claims have no factual basis. While it is true that during an interview on 12 May 2025, Vice President, tignan nyo, May 12 pa tong interview na to, pero itong nilabas nila, July 1. While it is true that during an interview on 12 May 2025, Vice President Duterte mentioned the possibility of opening her father's house to the public, she has issued no statement concerning the reported sale of the property since related news began circulating over the weekend. The OVP calls on the Manila Standard to immediately issue a correction and publish an erratum. We continue to urge our colleges and media, blah, blah, blah. So, eto yung pangatlo. Eto yung kay Karen Davila. Harap-harapang harap-harapan, guys. Harap-harapan. Eto daw. Tatak, pak, false. So, basahin natin. Dito na lang natin basahin sa baba, no? Statement on fabricated lies being spread by the TV news reader, Karen Davila. Grabe, news reader. The office of the Vice President strongly takes exception to the false and irresponsible claim made by TV news reader Karen Davila. Ba't naman news reader lang? During the 30 June 2025 episode of Head Start aired on the ABS-CBN News Channel. Papansin nyo itong mga mainstream media na to. Alam naman natin kung sino may-ari ng mga ito. Hindi naman tayo pinanganak kahapon. Now, the Office of the Vice President strongly takes exception to the false and irresponsible claims made by TV news reader Karen Davila. Grabe. Ay, naulit na. Eto, tutuloy natin. In her interview with former Presidential Communication and Good Government PCGG Commissioner Attorney Ruben Carranza, Ms. Davila falsely stated that should Vice President Sara Duterte decided to run for president in 2028 elections and win, one thing sources say. Ito yung problema natin ng mga media na to. Pag sinabi nilang sources, hindi mo sila hindi mo sila mapipilit na ipangalanan yung source or sources nila. Kagaya ng Rappler, tinag kami na fake news peddler, visit, walang basehan, ni hindi man lang kinuha yung side namin. Pare-pareho din eh. If she wins, she will bring back and the PCGG and once again, di ba, prosecute the Marcoses and get back the ill-gotten wealth. Ay! May sinabi kayong Bibi Sara na ganyan. This statement is a blatant falsehood and absolute lie. Grabe. Blatant, harap-harapan, falsehood, walang katotohanan, and absolute lie. Grabe. falsehood na, absolute lie pa. The claim made by Ms. Davila is entirely fabricated and has no basis in fact. Blatant falsehood, harap-harapang kasinungalingan, harap-harapang pagsisinungaling, absolute lie, nasa rurok ng kasinungalingan, absolute, paano ba natin isalarawan yung absolute na yan? Entirely fabricated, gawa-gawa, at walang basis. Di ba? Sinampal ka dito ng ng left and right. Vice President Duterte has never made such a statement, nor has expressed any intent or issue any political direction remotely similar what Ms. Davila irresponsibly and recklessly attributed to unnamed sources. By citing anonymous sources to spread baseless claims, Ms. Davila is engaging in reckless misinformation under the guise of journalistic privilege. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, na yung mga sources kasi ng mga lintik na mainstream media na mga journalist, na kapag sinabing sources, hindi mo talaga mapipilit that unless kung may exception no parang pero dapat mo munang kasuhan at i-determine ng korte na kailangan talaga, parang may national threat, parang ganun. I'm not sure about that, pero may exemption kasi. Pero mahirap. Ang sabi dito, by citing anonymous sources spread baseless claims, Ms. Davila is engaging in reckless misinformation under the guise of journalistic privilege. Citing anonymous individuals without any verifiable basis is not journalism, but a gossip masquerading as news. Oh! Nandyan tayo, gossip. Anyway, blah blah blah. Bottom line, itong si Karen Davila, meron siyang source na nagsabi na ibabalik daw ng PCGG kapag nadalo itong si Vice President Sara Duterte. Sabi naman ni Vice President Sara Duterte, kasinungalingan, absolute lie, gawa-gawa, entirely fabricated, at walang basis. So, ngayon, umiiyak itong mga mainstream media kung bakit mas pinapakinggan ng mga tao yung mga vloggers. Ganito kayo mag-report. Ganito kayo ka-reckless. Ganito kayo ka-irresponsable. So, masisisi nyo ba yung mga netizens, yung taong bayan, kung bakit mas pinipili na nila ngayong pakinggan itong mga vloggers? Kayo yung may ethics ko may mga KBP pa kayo, may mga editors kayo, may mga boss kayo, may accountability kayo. Pero tignan nyo naman yung klase ng reporting ninyo. Ano to? Inaatake, trinatrabaho na ba itong si Vice President Sara Duterte ng mainstream media? Grabe.